Have you ever wondered what catches a woman's eye when she meets a handsome man? And it's not just the obvious signs. Women tend to be keen on the more finer details that men tend to overlook. So in this video, I'm going to review to you 8 things women notice first in handsome men, and how you can enhance these aspects to leave a better impression. So a few months ago, I went out with a friend of mine who literally goes out walking and just gets choosing signals from women. You guys have probably seen him. His name is Okan, and we've done a few videos together. Now in that video, I stated how even though in the Rate Us video, the girls were technically rating my face higher, I noticed that Okan was getting a lot more attention, and that is simply because of his stature, his height. So after that experience, I realized that, height is actually important when it comes to getting noticed a lot faster because you just simply stand out. Obviously, height is something that we can't control, though you can have these little hacks in order to make yourself look taller. If you're not in an environment to where you just stand out from your physical presence alone, then you need other things, a part of your leverage, in order to allow you to stand out so that you can get noticed. So the next thing is the physique. Now with me personally, women only notice me if they're looking dead at my face. However, I've noticed that my physique, especially when I'm wearing clothes that really tailor towards my V-shaped torso, show my arms a lot, tend to get a lot of attention, especially when I'm out in public where a lot of other people tend to don't work out or rarely work out. Literally, I was in Zara a few days ago, and this happens quite often, especially when I wear tank tops and stuff like that. This guy was like, this guy never goes to the gym. But even though that's a man commenting, that is from the sole fact that people are noticing. So point is, and handsome guys, obviously they're gonna notice your face, but if you have that height, that stature, and definitely that physique, you're gonna stand out and you're gonna get noticed. Have you guys ever seen that movie called Perks of Being a Wallflower? I remember I watched this in high school and I related to it a lot. A wallflower is essentially somebody who doesn't really like attention. They tend to hang out in the back. These are the guys at bars and clubs who tend to sit back at the bar, kind of watch everybody else. But I've realized that in terms of what women notice in handsome men especially, is the fact they look at how you interact with the environment. And that's more so from the fact that women tend to just be a lot better at picking up on social cues and reading incongruencies in people. And so if you're a handsome guy, you have something known as the halo effect about you, meaning that they automatically sort of associate positive characteristics with you, yourself, and your personality. They perceive you to have more confidence. They perceive you to be more sociable solely from the fact that you're just a good looking guy. However, they spot incongruencies in that, meaning that your body language is closed off, you don't look confident, you look awkward, maybe you look nervous or shy, then for that reason, that's actually gonna deduct you a bit of points. Of course, you can probably gain it back. Some good looking guys even have that halo effect to where they can be a little non-social and still come off the attractive, mysterious guy. But for the most part, you wanna show a congruency with your looks to the environment, usually by being social. So talking to people, interacting with your environment, or if you're not interacting with anybody, at least have some open body language. Look comfortable in your body and your presence and who you are as a man. So the next thing that women notice in a handsome man is, I hate to say it, but the quality of your skin. Obviously, this is attached to your face, and it actually has a big degree of how facially attractive you are. Now, if you guys don't know my story, I actually had horrible acne growing up. This was actually a huge insecurity of mine. I felt like I had everything else mastered. I was getting my physique right, I was getting my body right, but I had bad skin. And I was like, bro, why do I have to be cursed with bad skin? But truth is, we can't have it all, guys. And so I know some of you guys are facing having bad skin too, but if you can really just dial in your skincare game, then that's just gonna elevate you even more and give you even more leverage. When you think about your skin, it's almost thinking about like a workout routine. You might want some more biceps, so what do? You do bicep curls. Some of you guys have things about your skin that can be treated with a general skincare routine or with certain products within a skincare routine to elevate your skin's presence even more. So for example, if you have dull dry skin, then you probably should make sure you moisturize more often. If you notice that you have clogged pores and oily skin, maybe you should also wash your face more often. There are plenty of things you can do. That's why I'm proud to announce today's sponsor, Tej Hanley. Now, I've been rocking with Tej Hanley since 2018, and I would say the reason why is because it simply works. It's affordable, it's step-by-step, and it removes all the guesswork out of skincare. Now they do have 3 systems. I like the level 3 system, but if you're new to the skincare game, I recommend that you maybe start off with their level 1 system, because this is gonna come with all the basics. For one, you're gonna get the daily face wash to get rid of that dirt, grime, and oil. And this also comes with an exfoliating scrub that you're gonna use 2 times per week to get rid of those dead skin cells, thus revealing a more even complexion and brighter skin. Next, you're gonna follow up with the AM moisturizer. This has SPF 20 in it, which is gonna help protect you from the sun's rays, which causes photo aging and skin damage over time. And then lastly, the PM moisturizer, which has no SPF in it, so you're gonna use this one at night. Now, T. Stanley is super easy to use, but if you so happen to forget, one of my favorite things about them too is that it actually comes with this card that will tell you everything you need to do and know in the day and nighttime. And because T is sponsoring this video, they're offering you guys an amazing deal. Just click the link down below in the description for 40% off your first box alongside with the free gift. Plus, as a member, you're gonna get 20% off for life. By the way, one of their gift options is a silicone body scrubber, which is a $20 value, and this is a complete game changer. Once you use one of these, you'll probably never go back to using a normal loofah again. So once again, be sure to check out T. Stanley. I'll leave a link down below. All right guys, so if you don't know, there are multiple attraction triggers within a man's arsenal. Obviously, we have looks, we have sex appeal, we have status, but we also have something called pre-selection, or from a biology term, mate choice copying. This is essentially to where you're pre-qualified by other women to showcase that you're a man of value or that you're an attractive man. Essentially, having women around you. This is also what women notice about handsome men. Is he also around other women, or is he just around guys? If you are around other women and it comes off in a platonic way, this will actually make you look more attractive. And this is rooted within biology. There's been multiple studies that have shown that men who are around other women, especially in a platonic sense, are deemed as more attractive because they have naturally and subconsciously pre-qualified you. Funny enough, the times where I've been out with girls who on the surface it looked like I was just friends with, even though we did have some sort of intimate relationship on the back end, I actually had a lot more women choosing me, a lot more women approaching me, and I think it's from the sole reason they saw me with other girls. Versus if I was to go out by myself or even with guy friends, never get the same treatment. Like, it has to be with women. That's why in some cases having a female friend could actually be beneficial if it's strategic. I'm not saying that you want to use these girls solely for the fact of getting other women, but I know a lot of guys who do, and like that's literally their whole entire dating strategy. Now you guys see me do these rate me 1 through 10 videos, and every time I tell a girl to rate us 1 through 10, I'm literally just talking about our face, maybe our body, but what they do, they start sizing us up. They start looking at our shoes, they start looking at our shirt, our pants, and that's because women, especially once they start paying attention and maybe after they found your face attractive, they're gonna look at your fashion sense. They're gonna look at how well you put your style and fashion overall together. Now, of course, there are different styles and different trends that you can play a part in. I've noticed personally that younger women tend to be a little bit more into trendier fashion. So I'm talking about like the oversized streetwear sort of look. This also depends on your location, keep in mind. But I have noticed, like, if you keep it simple, keep it classic, especially if you have a nice body and you keep something fitted, more times than not, they will find that definitely attractive, and they'll actually point it out. Sometimes that becomes even a conversation starter for women who have no idea what to say to you but want to approach you. They'll ask you about your watch, they'll ask you about your shirt, or just even give you a simple compliment. This is the same things that guys do to women all the time. You know, you just bring up a random compliment about her style, about what she's wearing. So if you dress how you want to be addressed whenever you go out, then that's just gonna make your leverage and just overall make your presence that much more powerful. Now let's talk about the digital age and social media, right? They're gonna notice your follower to following ratio. I know guys hate every time I say this, but it's the absolute truth. Your follower to following ratio is a reflection of your status in society. You look low value whenever you have 200 followers and you're following 1,000 plus people. You look low value whenever you have a negative following to follower ratio. That's why we always want to aim for a 1-to-1 follower to following ratio at minimum, but ideally a 2-to-1. So for example, you have 1,000 followers, but you're following 500 people. This shows that you're more selective about whom you have within your life or who you want to follow. And that also positions you as a man of value, because why do people want to follow you, but you're not following them back, all right? I know it doesn't seem like a big deal to you, but the women who you're probably attracted to or interested in, they're gonna notice these subtle things about your Instagram presence. And some might say like, hey, I want a guy who doesn't post on Instagram or doesn't really showcase himself like that. They'll say that, but that's only after they've dealt with guys who don't do that and they had a traumatic experience. Even then, you can not be active on Instagram but still have favorable ratios, right? And you can easily do this by just controlling who you follow. Don't just follow every person you find intriguing or attractive. Only follow people who actually bring some sort of substantial value to your life. Number 7, the teeth and oral hygiene. Whenever I first started getting a little bit of bread, the first thing I did was fix my teeth. I saw the flaws in my teeth and I was like, okay, go to an orthodontist, go to a dentist, whiten it. Do I have to get braces, Invisalign, veneers? Doesn't matter. Let me know what I need. I am getting it because I understood the importance of nice teeth and overall just having a nice smile. You guys who are focused on your fashion, focused on growing out your beard, but your teeth aren't right, that's like the base layer of what we need to work on before we do anything else, guys. And I understand that dental work is not cheap at all, but it's a high return on investment. You fix your teeth, I promise you the quality of your life is going to just increase. You're going to get compliments on your smile all the time. You'll be out on dates and girls are complimenting your teeth, asking you to smile. You want straight teeth, so nothing with no gaps. Also, ideally, you want even teeth, so you can have straight teeth but not even teeth. This is where veneers or composite bonding comes into play if you want to invest in that route to have like literally the perfect smile. And then also you want white teeth. You don't want things to be too white because that looks too fake and artificial, but you want a natural white. So if you guys are getting veneers in the future, I recommend that you choose a natural white, something that looks like a natural teeth white color. Do not go for the highest artificially white color, because immediately time you open your mouth, people will say, those are fake, that's veneers. We want everything to look effortless and as natural as possible. And lastly, guys, sign number 8, you see this little device right here. This is called the Apple iPhone. Some of you guys have never even touched one of these because you guys are Android users, which I have nothing against Android, right? I grew my YouTube following off having an Android phone. I had the Note 4. This was back in 2014. I love Android, but that's besides the point. But women actually notice the type of phone you have, and that's more so because if you have Android, you're now not connected with their ecosystem, especially in America. In America, it is rare that I come across a woman who has Android, who has green text. Most women love to FaceTime. Most women are just heavily within the Apple ecosystem. Now, I'm not saying this is gonna completely disqualify you, but in some cases it could happen. But if she really finds you really attractive, you're her perfect type, then honestly, it's not gonna matter. But it does make things a little bit more difficult, right? I think with Google, you gotta do like Google Hangouts or something in order to like FaceTime or download like a secondary app, which I've seen women go out their way to like contact men who have Android phones, but maybe you can get both, man. Maybe you can get both if you're balling like that. Otherwise, just know that women pay attention to absolutely every single detail about a man. That also includes your phone. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out T's channel link down below if you want an easy to follow and affordable skincare routine. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace.